Hi, welcome everyone to Education Quest presentation, What Happens After You Complete the FAFSA. I'm Reagan Anson with Education Quest, and I'm thrilled to be joined once again by our rockstar college planning specialist, Jackie Butler, who has helped thousands of students with their FAFSAs. Jackie, thanks for being here to help us understand the rest of the financial aid process.
Absolutely, Reagan. It's my pleasure.
So a short announcement to everyone watching at home. We're once again giving away an insulated coffee mug or water bottle tonight, winner's choice. So we're going to go ahead and put a link in the comments right now. So all you have to do is click on that link and register to win. We'll announce the winner at the end of our presentation. So be sure to stay tuned. Also, please be sure to post any questions you have in the comments as we go through the presentation. Don't wait till the end. We don't want you to forget anything. With that, I think we can go ahead and get started, Jackie. So tonight, we're going to provide a quick overview of what happens after you complete the FAFSA, which of course is the free application for federal student aid. It's how students apply for federal, state, and college-based financial aid. For the purpose of our discussion tonight, we're going to assume that we're talking about a typical high school senior who lives at home and will attend college a year from now. So Jackie, it's my understanding that students get a student aid report approximately 3 to 5 days after they submit the FAFSA. Can you tell us a little bit about what that report entails?
Yes, I can. So the Student Aid Report, or SAR, will do the following. It verifies that the FAFSA was processed and then passed on to the college or colleges that were listed on your or the student's FAFSA form. It also indicates that the student is going to be Pell Grant eligible, how much they may qualify to borrow in student loans. The student aid report also indicates if the student was selected for verification, and it also might be needed for some scholarship applications as well.
So I know we've talked about verification before, and it's kind of a big, scary word. It's not as scary as it sounds. Can you go ahead and explain to our audience a little bit more about verification?
Yes. So verification is a review process of some of the information that was provided on the FAFSA form. I would say probably about 30% of students are selected for verification. If the student is selected, the college will inform them of the documents that the college is requesting. So students, it is important for you to watch your email, your college portal, or your college account. And open and review any postal mail that you receive from the colleges. It's also important that if you are selected for verification and they are requesting documents, that you respond as soon as possible. Colleges will not award financial aid until the verification process is completed.
Super important. So what types of documents might a college request?
So some things that the college might request would be, it depends upon the situation, I guess, but you may be asked to submit a copy of the federal tax return. So maybe the family wasn't able to utilize the IRS data retrieval. So they're asking to see a copy of the tax return. It could be a copy of child support paid. They want to print out of that. A household verification form is sometimes needed, which the college will provide that form to the student. If the student indicated that they were eligible or the family had received SNAP, WIC, or a Medicaid or other things, other federal benefits in 21 or 22, then the college may want to verify that as well. So again, the most important thing to remember is to submit any documents to the college that they are requesting as soon as possible.
Absolutely. Let's switch gears just a bit. Let's talk about colleges awarding financial aid. What does that process look like?
So each college listed on the FAFSA will send you a financial aid offer if the college has accepted the student for admission. So it's important, if you want to receive an offer of financial aid from particular institutions, the student needs to make sure that they apply for admission and they are accepted. The award letter indicates the types and amounts of financial aid being offered to the student, and that can include scholarships, grants, work study, or federal loan offers.
All the good stuff.
Mhm.
Is it possible that students can negotiate with a college for more financial aid?
Well, in some cases, yes, Reagan. If you have a special circumstance, such as if the 2021 federal tax return does not reflect your parents' current financial situation, um, and that could be due to the loss of a job or the loss of income due to separation, divorce, or the passing of a parent. Or perhaps you have extensive medical or dental bills that your insurance doesn't cover. In those cases, we encourage you to reach out to the financial aid department at the college and explain your situation, and they may be able to do an adjustment on your financial aid. Or maybe it's a school that you're interested in and you just don't think that you're going to be able to afford it. You could call to see if there are any other financial aid options and to see if the college would be willing to work with you.
That's great advice. So when can students expect to get their financial aid offers? Do you have a general timeline for that?
Mhm. So it depends upon when you've completed the FAFSA form. It could be as early as late December. So most colleges don't start processing financial aid until December. So you're going to see that probably in December. But some colleges don't award financial aid until late January either. So be patient, of course. Continue to check your student portal or any communications coming from the college. The process might happen second semester of your senior year, of course. It's important to watch, again, your email, your student portal, or any communications coming from the colleges.
Yeah, check those things all the time. There's lots of good information coming today.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, so after a student has received all of the financial aid offers,
Mhm.
it's time to compare, right?
It is. Absolutely. So you want to compare how much each school offered to the student or to you, the student, in scholarships and grants. So that is money that is free to the student. And then are any of those scholarships renewable? Because that's pretty valuable if you receive that free money year after year. Um, how much will you need to borrow? So you want to consider that. Consider any outside scholarships that you've been offered. Most of those are going to be announced later on in the year, so it might be something after the fact. But do you still have expenses? So after the scholarships, after the grants, potentially any work study and federal loans, do you still have out-of-pocket expenses? So calculate your out-of-pocket expenses. And then how would you be able to cover those? So would it be in the form of a Parent Plus loan? Would it be, payment plans if the college offers it? Do you have a Nest 529 college savings plan? So, calculate those out-of-pocket expenses. And then after you've compared those offers, you can determine which college extended the best financial aid package to you or the best deal.
Absolutely. So let's say it's spring of a student's senior year. They've selected a college and figured out that they're going to need a student loan. What does that process look like?
Okay, so first thing I would say is that student loans are probably something that you're looking at worrying about more around the end of May, beginning of June. That's when you really want to focus on the student loans if they're needed. If you have determined that they are needed, there are three parts to the student loan puzzle that must be completed in order for the college to order money in from the Department of Education. So these can be completed in any order, but all three must be done before the college takes any action. So you will, number one, you'll accept what loans and amounts you're wanting on the financial aid offer from the college. So on your student portal, or if they mail you the award letter and you have to sign it the old-fashioned way and mail it back, you're going to accept what amounts you want. The college will direct you to studentaid.gov to complete the master promissory note and also do entrance counseling for first-time borrowers. So that would need to be completed for any high school seniors. They would be considered first-time loan borrowers. And then, of course, we always tell students, borrow only what you need. So make sure that you sit down and calculate those things, your financial aid award letter, the cost of education, etc. But only borrow what you need, because federal loans do have to be repaid.
And I know that all too well. I had federal loans. I get it. It takes a long time. It's totally worth it, but great advice. Only do what you need. So thanks for this great information, Jackie. If you're up for it, I think we will have a couple of questions from our audience. And to the audience, go ahead and post your questions. Don't be shy. We're here to answer anything you've got on your mind. Couple things that have come in, Jackie. Is it too late to file the FAFSA?
It is not. Ideally, we like to have you, it opens up October 1st. We like to have you submitted as soon as possible, but it's still early in the process. So if you have time, sit down and get that FAFSA completed, hopefully before the end of the year.
Yes.
Before the end of this calendar year, I should specify.
Which is going to be here before we know it. So yeah, it's sneaking up on us.
It is.
Okay, here's another question. My dad lost his job, so my parents' income is much lower now. Can the FAFSA be adjusted?
Right. So that's a good question. And as we mentioned before, if you have a special circumstance like that, where there's a loss of a job or loss of income for whatever reason, reach out. We really encourage you to reach out to the financial aid department, and they also encourage you to do so. So they will take a look at your circumstances. They may ask some additional questions or request some documents, but they might be able to make an adjustment on your financial aid offer.
Yes. We have another question, this one related to student loans. How much can I borrow in student loans?
Okay, so a student is limited based on the number of credit hours completed. So a student coming in with no credit hours under their belt, or maybe just a few, a year one student is offered $5,500 for the entire academic year. And that is for a full-time student, okay? As a sophomore or a second year student, again, based on credit hours completed, the student would be offered $6,500, and years 3 and 4, they would be offered $7,500 each academic year.
Right. That's great. I think those are all the questions that we've gotten so far. Thank you to everyone who asked us questions. And if we didn't get to yours tonight, or if you have a special situation that requires additional guidance, just give our office a call tomorrow and we'll help you. We'll walk you through it. Our services are always free. Visit educationquest.org for location information, phone numbers, and a ton of great information all over the website. Before we wrap up and get to our prize drawing, I want to remind our audience that the very best way to stay up to date with everything college planning related is to follow Education Quest on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You'll also, by following us, liking us, or subscribing to us, you get a chance to win $500 Get Social scholarships. Just by doing that, it's the easiest scholarship you'll ever apply for.
Free money.
Free money. Yes. And this fall, so far this fall, just in September, we've awarded $1,500. We've awarded from Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And Instagram is getting very close. So get on there, like us, follow us. And also sign up for Countdown to College. It's our monthly e-newsletter that helps you stay up to date on all the important deadlines, and you'll get great advice on college planning. We're putting a link in the comments to that sign up right now. You can also do it on our website. And now I think it's the moment everybody's been waiting for. The winner of our free coffee mug or water bottle is Leah Borish. I think I'm butchering that name. The last name is Boruch. Leah, we're going to reach out to you via email with details. Congratulations, and thanks for tuning in. Jackie, thank you again for sharing all of your expertise and the helpful tips.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Reagan, can I add one more thing before we close this evening?
Absolutely.
Just for all of those first-time parents out there, keep in mind that the FAFSA form is for one academic year. So each year that your student will be in college, you're going to be filling out a FAFSA form each additional year. So it's not a one-time thing. Just keep that in mind. Each October, you're going to be filling it out for the following academic year.
This is a super good reminder.
Yeah.
Very good reminder. Thanks for that, Jackie.
Sure.
And yeah, call our office if you have any other questions. We'll see everybody back here in January when we'll share even more college planning information. So take care, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.